Good morning, students. Welcome to another session of Cellular Mobile Communication, Unit 4, that is Frequency Management, Channel Assembly and Handoff Techniques. Today we can move to the second part of Unit 4, that is Handoff Techniques. We discuss today what is the definition of handoff, what are the parameters are required to handoff initiation, what are the types of handoff techniques, basic techniques, and how handoff can be initialized. Today we will discuss these topics. Right? And before going to the handoff technique, first we have to discuss about the first generation of cellular mobile communication. In the first generation of cellular mobile communication, whenever the mobile unit is moving from one cell phone area to other cell phone area, nothing but moving from one cell site to other cell site, nothing but frequency can be changed from F1 to F2. At the time of moving from one cell site area to another cell site area, the frequency can be changed from F1 to F2, nothing but automatically the call should be terminate. That is, the call should be terminate. Whenever call is under progress, it's moved from one cell to another cell, automatically the call should be terminate because different frequencies. That is F1 frequency on one base station, F2 frequency on another base station. Both are different frequencies, then automatically the call should be terminate. How to overcome this drop without terminating the call? The mobile is moving from one cell site to another cell site. That is the technique is called handoff technique. Is coming under second generation onwards. Right. Next, let's move to the handoff definition. Handoff. The other name of handoff is handover. That is, another name of handoff is handover. Right. Here, see this one. This slide, having one figure before handoff and after handoff. First, we have to discuss about before handoff. See this figure before handoff having two sites. That is having two base stations, BS1 and BS2, which are adjacent cells, having different frequencies. Whenever mobile is moving from BS1 to BS2, automatic call should be terminated. Suppose handoff technique is applied. See this one after handoff. Whenever the mobile station moving from base station 1 to base station 2, without terminating call, it take a channel from BS2. That is here. We can break up this connection and take connection from BS2 without terminating a call. From this figure, the handoff is the process of transferring an active call or data session from one cell in a cellular network or from one channel to another. That is, without interrupting a service. Without interrupting a service is called as a handoff. The other name of handoff is handover. Right. When handoff can be raised, there are two situations the handoff can be takes place. First one is weak signal at cell boundaries and weak signal strength at holes or gaps. Holes or gaps. There are two situations. For now, we have discussed about these two situations by using one diagram. First one is cell boundary. You know the shape of the cell is hexagonal shaped cell. Whenever this is the base station, that is cell set antenna point. Whenever the mobile unit move towards to the boundary of the cell sites, this is the boundaries of the cell sites. Here at the boundary, we are getting signal strength is less than minus 100 dBm, up to minus 100 dBm, no problem. Less than this minus 100 dBm, automatically the signal strength is very weak. At that time, handoff can be raised. Handoff can be raised by mobile unit, send a signal to nearest base station to MSR MTSO. Next, the MSR MTSO allocate new channel to the particular mobile unit from the adjacent cell. That is first one. What is the first one is whenever the mobile unit moves to boundary of a cell site, the automatically the signal strength is less than 100 dBm. At that time, handoff can be raised. Next, second one. In geographical area, the geographical is not a flat in practical. The geographical having hills or valley points, or some obstacles or some thick forest. At that area, the signal strength can be weak. Suppose this is the place is called a hole. Hole is nothing but, in general, the meaning of hole in cellular communication, hole is nothing but the place which are having very less signal strength is called a hole. The another name of hole is gap. Right here, at this hole, whenever the mobile unit reaches to this hole, this is the figure shows the mobile unit. It reaches to the hole part. Automatically, we are getting very less signal strength. At that time, also handoff can be raised. That is only the two situations handoff can be raised. That is whenever the mobile unit reaches the boundary of a cell site, automatically the signal strength is less than -100 dBm. At that time, we are getting handoff can be raised. The second one is whenever the mobile unit is in the whole area, at that time also the signal strength can be weak. At that time again handoff can be raised. These are the two situations handoff can be raised. Next, we discuss about what are the types of handoff. We discussed later classes what are the basic practical handoffs, but we are discussed before in that one. In digital systems, we already discussed about what are the digital cellular system, analog cellular system. In analog cellular system, only one handoff is there, that is called a hard. But in digital cellular, having hard handoff, soft handoff, and softer handoff. The first we have to discuss about hard handoff. This is available for analog system. Here in hard handoff, the other name for hard handoff is break before make. Break before make. The example of hard handoff used in FDMA techniques, TDMA and OFDA digital cellular system also can use this hard handoff. Now I am explaining this hard handoff by this figure. See this figure. The second part of this figure is called the hard handoff. The other is break before make. See this figure. Whenever two base stations having two different frequencies, whenever the mobile is moving from one base station to another base station, right? Now hard handoff can occurs before taking the channel from BS2. First, you can break the previous channel from the BS1 and takes new channel from BS2. That's why break before make. That is, we want to make a new channel. We have to break the previous channel. That's why it is called the hard handoff. Hard handoff. Our type of handoff is soft handoff. The soft handoff is nothing but it is called as a make before break. Make before break. This type of soft handoff used in CDMA technology, right? Here, see, this is the first part of this figure is the soft handoff. The other name is make before break. Nothing but for taking new channel at the time of hand, we can use also previous channel. Once perfectly can be used for new channel only, we have to break the previous. I think you can understand this one. You can use both two channels for previous base station channel and new base station channel. Both two channels can be used. Once you have to perfectly take a new channel only, you have to break the previous one. Otherwise, don't break. But in hard handoff, first break only, you have to take the new channel. That is the difference between soft handoff and hard handoff. Right. Next, the third one is softer handoff. Where exactly the softer handoff can be used? The softer handoff can be used at the mobile unit move from one sector to another sector, not from one cell to another cell. It moves from one sector to another sector. Already we discussed about in previous classes sectorization. We discussed about 60-degree sectoring and 120-degree sector. At that time, so suppose we are taking the example 120 degrees sector, I think, but the cell can be divided 3 parts. Suppose the mobile is moving from first part to second part within the cell, that is one sector to another sector, handoff can be takes place. At that time, the handoff kills the softer handoff. That is the 3 types of handoff: soft handoff, hard handoff, and softer handoff. Next topic is decision-making parameters of handoff. When we have to take the decision, when we have to take place handoff, 2 parameters are required for taking decision, whether handoff can be required or not. 2 parameters. The first parameter is based upon signal strength. The second parameter is based on carrier to interference ratio. First one based upon signal strength. Second one is based on carrier to interference ratio. The first one is based upon the signal strength. And each and every mobile unit having received strength signal recorder, which shows the signal strength and displayed in the top of your mobile unit. I think you can observe your mobile at the top of it shows its signal strength bars. Here the received signal strength, which is equal. It contains both carrier signal power plus interference. Both carrier signal power plus interference. Whenever the mobile unit reaches to the boundary of a cell site, what about power? Power should be reduced. Then automatically interference can be increases. Then automatically we have to raise the handoff. Raise the handoff. This is for type 1. Next, type 2 is here based upon the carrier to interference ratio, C by I. In that C by I ratio, C drops as a function of distance. Right? That is, power is decreases whenever the mobile unit which be very near to the base station, power is high. Whenever the mobile station move to boundary of a cell set, automatically the carrier power can be reduces. That's why the C drops as a function of distance. But interference is dependent upon location, right? Interference is high at the building heights and hill stations and valley points and thick forest, like this. That is depends on location. That's why C by ratio. That's why the C by I ratio can drops with increases of propagation distance and interference. Whenever interference increases, automatically the power can be reduced. Whenever they increase the distance between base station and mobile station increases, automatically the power also carrier power also reduced. That's why we have to take 2 situations to take the 2 parameters. When the first one is based on signal strength, second one is based upon the C by I ratio. Right. Next, move to the last topic of today's session is handoff initiation. How handoff can be initialized? Before going to this topic, how handoff can be signals can be takes place whenever the mobile unit nearer to boundary of a cell site, automatically the signal strength should be less. At that time, the mobile can be send a request signal for new channel from mobile station to base station to MSC or MTSO. Now MSC or MTSO searches the exact location of the mobile unit. Once they find out the location, where exactly the location is found out, and where what are the cells nearer to that base station, nearer to that mobile station, and find out and allocate new channel based upon handoff. Nothing but when a mobile unit moves into a different cell while a conversation is going on, the MSC automatically transfer a call to a new channel belonging to new base station. This is automatically done. That is, we are not initialized. Automatically, it can be done. This handoff operation not only involves identifying a new base station, that is, identify new base station, but also requires that voice and control signals to be allocated to channels associated with a new base station. Nothing but whenever the mobile unit moves from one base station to another base station, it allocates new voice channel and new setup channel or control channel to a particular mobile unit. Right here, how handoff can initialize? I am explaining this by using this figure. Right now, I am taking example how handoff can initialize. I am taking two cells. Here at the bottom of this figure shows two cells. First cell having base station 1, the second cell having base station 2, and one mobile unit I am taking. These are 2 points I am giving, point A and point B. Point A and point B. Whenever the mobile moving away from the base station, and reaches to point A first. First of all, I am explaining without handoff. Without handoff graph, first take x-axis time and y-axis is signal strength level. Whenever the mobile unit reaches to point A or level A, automatically the signal strength should be less. Suppose the mobile unit can be move away from the point A now. Each point A and away from the point A. At that you have to fix one handoff threshold value. What is the threshold in general electronics? The threshold is nothing but you have to fix some value above the threshold value. It is acceptable. Below the threshold value is neglected. At the time of sampling theorem, we have to fix one threshold value. Above the threshold value, it should be 1. Below the threshold value should be 0. Now, similarly, like this here, we have to fix one threshold value. Nothing but suppose the handoff threshold value is minus 100 dBm. Already discussed previous slides. 100 dBm. Suppose whenever the mobile reaches handoff threshold value, signal strength point, but handoff is not initialized. Next, move to next point. After this threshold point, next move to boundary. Boundary of these two cells. That is the minimum acceptable signal to maintain a call. After this minimum acceptable signal to maintain a call, or after this one, there is no signal. And the mobile reaches to point B now. Point B now. Nothing but there is no handoff takes place. Then automatically whatever signal strength should be decreases. Automatically there is no handoff can be takes place. See this one. First I have to the mobile move to point A. Next handoff threshold point in some area. Next go for minimum acceptable signal maintain a call point. After this one call should be terminated. There is no signal. That's why the signal strength is decreases. The call should be terminated. Suppose now handoff can be initialized. Handoff can be initialized. See this one. After the mobile reaches to the point level at point B, handoff is initialized. Suppose handoff is initialized, then automatically the base station 2 allocated channel to this mobile unit. Then automatically whatever signal suddenly increases after handoff. After handoff. This is about how handoff should be initialized. This is for improper handoff. Once handoff can be initialized, suddenly increase signal strength. Suddenly increase the signal strength. Here from this block diagram, delta value. What is the delta? Delta equal to P received handoff minus P received minimum usable value. That is the difference between handoff threshold and difference between minimum acceptable signal level in a call. That is a delta value. Right. Today we discuss about 4 topics. The first topic we are discussed today class is handoff definition. We discussed how handoff can be processed by using some simple block diagram. And what are the different types of handoffs? That is soft handoff, hard handoff, soft handoff we discussed. And what are the parameters we have to take? that is signal strength and C by I ratio I have to take. And we discussed about how handoff should be initialized. How handoff can be initialized. We discussed these are the topics. These are basic topics. In next session, we discuss about what are the different types of handoff techniques available in a practical. We discuss next session. Thank you. Thank you very much for attending today's class. Do you have any query? Type your query in a chat box.